And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. 'Cause sooner or later it's over. I just don't want you.
Thank you very much.
Hi everybody, I'm Mark McLean, Shave of the Day. It's time once again, and I'm looking a little ratty patatty. I think, yeah, I haven't shaved in about 1 or 7 days. Yeah, it's been a while, I'm afraid so. So what I'm gonna have to do now is, I gotta knock some of the gray. I'm gonna knock that gray right out of my hair. That's an old commercial on TV, very old. I saw it on a retro program recently. I wasn't around when that commercial aired.
Right.
Yeah, hell, I'm old. I don't mind being old or getting old. I mean, do you guys? Seriously. You know, age is only a number, and I know that's cliche is all get out, but it's true. And I mean, I've got a buddy, and this is no joke. I've got a buddy who is 74 years old, and he and I have been friends since 1982. Yeah, he went through my first marriage with me, and he's still here on the second one. He's a good buddy, a guy that'll do that, right? Okay, so this is my little peanut. Y'all got a little peanut? Jimmy Carter said, "I like peanut." Well, that's another old story. This is the wall peanut. Just recently scored this at Sally's Beauty Supply. I got a lot of stuff there, come to think of it, you know? I was just looking just to see what I had. I bought this Clubman Pinot Beard Oil, which I use as a pre-shave oil. And I got this post-shave oil, Barberries. I got that. It's not an oil, it's a balm actually, aftershave balm, and it smells really nicely. I've got I got the little whisker trimmer. Call it what you want. I guess it's more or less a trimmer that it's similar to what my hair stylist uses. And then I got this as well. And this is for those of you guys who don't have very much hair up there. I just got that first time I've ever thought about trying to do my own trimming up there. So I'm to the point where I don't have that much up there anyway, so I'm not going to worry about it. This thing is powerful. It does excellent. My hairstylist, like I said, has one very similar to this. Hers was named something similar to peanut, but it was different. Anyway, I'm going to use this to just sort of line out. You see that? Put a V shape right there on the goatee. Just going to line out the beard all the way around up through there and back behind here where it grows, just so you guys will have a little idea of what I'm going to be doing. And then I'll get this about here. And I also have one of those nasal hair trimmers that battery operated that I'll be using as well, but we won't put it on film because we don't want to bore you guys. That's all coming up in just a second. The shave of the day is here, but before we get into that, I got to show you what I'm carrying. Haha, my EDC of the day, my everyday carry for today. I have, well, normally I carry 4 knives and a Glock. And today I'm carrying this awesome Native 5 Spyderco. Recently scored that in a trade from my buddy David Hall. And also this Aegis Hoplite. I love it. This is one sweet, sweet knife right here. fits my hand perfectly too. And David said that he thought it would be great for me because I have big hands, and it's not a huge knife by any means. And when I first saw it, I thought, well, maybe that's a little small for me, but it's not. It's perfect. It really is perfect. And besides that, it has the sheep's foot, or they call this a Warncliffe style blade. And that's my favorite style blade. And that is on ball bearings, by the way. And that is my EDC for today. That's what I'm toting, okay? I will go into what particular shave products I'm going to be using next, so stick around, all right? Just a second. And voila! That was fast, huh? Yes, I have already thinned out the beard. I lined it around with the trimmer, edged it through here. I edged the mustache and the goatee and the sideburns and even behind there. And I've already taken the liberty of putting on some pre-shave oil. And the pre-shave oil, I'm sorry, I ran out of right in the middle of. I was using Clubman Pinode, which is a beard oil that you can pick up at Sally's Beauty Supply, like I said earlier. But it says apply 1 to 2 drops into your palm and distribute evenly throughout the beard. Well, you can do that, I guess, if you have issues with your skin. But I use it for pre-shave because it does help keep a good slick coating between your lather that you put on next, of course, and then your blade and the razor. So it does help. And someone asked the other day, what do I do to maintain my skin other than the pre-shave and the post-shave? That's truthfully about it, other than, the regular showers. But in the wintertime, I tend to have a lot drier skin. And a fellow friend of mine the other day was telling me that he has some issues with his beard underneath the beard. He said that if he were to wear a black shirt, it would look like it was snowing Christmas time because of the dry flakiness and the skin patches that he has that are drying out underneath his beard. And that could be very problematic. He was asking about some type of pre-shave oil or actually beard oil. There are several that are out there. This is available at Sally's Beauty Supply, like I said earlier. And I did run out, so I grabbed something next that was the TCD, the Tri-Coastal Design. It's just a pre-shave oil that works great. It's beard oil, and it does great for that. Now, in answer to the question, what do I do as far as maintaining my skin underneath that goes, I don't have any dry issues. I really don't. Here's some beard balm that's really good for that. That's more or less a conditioner, but this is what I use in between showers. This is more or less a beard wash. That's what it says. White Birch and Tobacco Beard Wash from TCD, Tri-Coastal Design. I think they're a fairly new company. I had never heard of them until just 2016, but this says work the lather in your hands and massage it vigorously throughout your beard and rinse it off with warm water, and that's about it. So it's quite easy to sustain a fairly decent beard, I guess, and your skin texture as well if you use the right products. Personally, if I'm having any major issues and I don't want to pile on all these different products, then I just go back to the basics and use my very own Captain Hunter's Scents of the Seven Seas, Mutiny Bay Rum and Blimey Bay Rum with lime in it. And it does, honestly, a good enough job that I don't have to worry about piling on post-shave balms or anything like that, because it's in there. Everything that you would need to help your skin is inside there. So I'm not here to promote my products. Just wanted to say that's what I do. After washing it with that, then I'll throw on some conditioner like this right here that I mentioned earlier. This is just a small pasty thing that you just drag your thumb. That's all you're supposed to do, is drag your thumb across at your nail. And you get a size about this, a glop or dollop about the size of a dime. And then you work it into your palm of your hands like this until it sort of dissolves. Then work it into your beard and leave that. This is just some body lotion that's the same brand. Anytime I can find something that's a product that goes along with the same line of other bodily products I may want to use for maintaining, like say your beard, your hair, your shampoo, or maybe even a overall body wash. Aha! Just a second here. Hold on. Sorry about that, folks. That's right inside the shower. Okay. This, for example, is what I'm talking about. Anytime I find like a 2 or 3 different products brand that can accomplish 3 or 4 different things, then I grab onto those. For example, I mentioned earlier I will be using the post-shave Barberries, and that's some great smelling stuff. It really is. Well, I also use the body wash by Barberries, and they also have this shampoo with conditioner made in one. So that works fantastic for me. And everybody's different. You have to find something that works, good for you guys. And then I'm sure that will be more than perfect. All right, now let's get down to the shave at hand. I got the pre-shave going. Going to be using my shaving scuttle today from the Crown King. It is loaded up with some hot water inside the double-filled chamber, of course, and got the stopper in there. So it's nice and warm on the outside, but really it will get hot inside there when I start stirring up some lather. And that baby is my beauty today, a 30mm notch from Deluxe Shaving Company. Yes, finest grade silver tip Badger. Look at that big baby. I love it. And as far as the razors are concerned today, it was a toss-up. I was going to use the comb through, the Gold Ball in Tech comb through, but now I don't have to trim around it because I've already done that. So I will be using the Silver Ball in Tech. That's not a comb through style. And then I just wanted, for good measure, to show you guys the Travel Tech. Isn't that cool? That's the, I think, K2 Travel Tech. Is that right? Yeah, there it is. K2. Isn't that wild? Yeah. And this is the Marcus Regs version from Gillette. Okay. The blade I'm using today is from Feather. I like my Feather blades. Now, when I use a Feather blade, they are a little more expensive, so I save some like this. I will take this if I've used it once, then I'll put it back in here. If I've used it twice, sometimes I'll use it again. Usually 2 times is about all I'll go for a blade because they're so, inexpensively priced comparison to the quads and the 5-blade lineups from the Protex and all that other crap that's out there that I used to use and no longer do. So we will twist this off. In the meantime, as I am loading up my razor, I will tell you that the shaving soap that I'll be using today, after we get down to the nitty-gritty, the shaving soap I will be using today is an awesome shave soap I have grown to love. But then again, anytime I've ever used any products from this sweet lady, I don't have any problems growing to love them. Monica Gillum with Vanulay Soap of the Gods. Black Dragon, that's what I'm using today. This is a sample that I obtained a while back, and I hate to see it go, but I'll get more. She's got more. I've got 2 little florets, I call them, remaining. And I'll take one of those, just right there, toss it in the bottom of my shave scuttle, right like that. Oh, that smells so nicely. And you know why it smells so good? Of course, it came from Vanulay Soap of the Gods. Right, that's one reason. But here's the other reason. It has a little bit of everything in it that I particularly like. For example, it does have some sandalwood, which everyone should know by now. If you watched any of my shave videos, sandalwood's my favorite scent. Patchouli is another, and that's in there. Also, it has fir balsam to form the warm undertones. It's a masculine scent possessing a men's fragrance, some very interesting notes composed of a sexy base. Top notes of citrus lead to middle notes of herbaceous lavender, coriander, and juniper berries. And I mentioned the other ones for you there. And Vanulay makes this awesome stuff. It really is nice. Thank you, Monica, for doing what you do. Going to go ahead and soak up these bristles and get them stirred up just a bit. and just squeeze out a tad. All right, not too much. We don't want to do too much, but I am going to heat it up with some hot water because I checked the temperature and it's not of my consistency that I like. I like a hot water to start out with. If my bristles are hot, then my soap should remain hot, especially if I'm stirring it inside one of these awesome shave scuttles. I need to put a little more water in here. But what we're thriving for today, or striving for, we can thrive if you want. We can thrive after we strive. But what we're going to be striving for today is to not lose our dollop of soap into the sink, like I just did. And we're going to strive today to maintain a warm shave in the memory of the good old days from the barber, when he used to whip that lather out on you, that old hot lather that is, I mean, it brings back so many memories, you know. And still today, I very seldom do I get a barber to give me a razor or a straight razor shave. But I do go in, and when I get my hair cut, they will always do the back of the neck, the nape, or the nap, whatever you want to call it, of the neck. And that means they're going to use the hot shaving lather, and I like that. Oh, wow. This does smell nice. Very, 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 very nice. Real good. Still stirring it up here. I was going to tell you guys something else. It's been a busy, 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 busy month. And here we are, right smack dab toward the approaching end. I can't believe it. Can you? Seriously, that this is February and it's almost gone. Oh, I know what I was going to say. If you guys don't mind, if you will take the time out of your schedule, I would appreciate it. And think of my good buddy, Steve Hardy. Steve in the wet shaving community, who is down under. Yes, he's from the land down under. He is from Australia, Steve Hardy. And Steve just got out of the hospital with gallbladder surgery. Yeah, he's a good guy. He really is an awesome, awesome person. He's going through some rough times right now. I think life is sort of kicking him in the can, but that's all right because this guy will bounce back. I know. He just went through, rest in peace, his dad passing on. That right there, if that wasn't harsh enough, then the poor guy has to go through gallbladder surgery. And I have gone through gallbladder surgery, so I know what he has gone through. It's not fun by any means. So think of him when you get the chance. And if you guys are into praying, whatever you do, if you light candles, I don't care what you do. It's your choice. Whatever you do, exercise your freedom of religion and think of my buddy Steve, will you? Steve Hardy is his name. He's an awesome, awesome gent. And he will be hopefully coming to the States to see me one day. That's what we hope. Thinking of you, Steve. This shave is for you, my buddy. I dedicate this one to you, Steve Hardy. Oh, man, this stuff smells so nice. And I love that big old knot from that sweet silver-tip badger. I wonder if that badger gave his life for me. No, I don't think so. I don't think they raised them for the sole sake of getting their hairs and killing them for the hairs alone. I mean, I don't think there's quite enough hair just to kill a badger for, but I'm sure if they are taking its life by any means, then more than likely they are going to save the hair or the bristles. I know I've seen some very nasty videos in the past about the mistreatment of silver-tip badgers, and that's sort of how they used to be. I think new laws have changed, or I would hope so. I heard they had, but That may have just been a ploy or a pitch to get me to buy another brush. I hope not. But man, this stuff feels so nice and warm. It really is warm. And I'm not really sure that I threw around a little dollop. As you saw this soap splattering, I threw a little dollop here and there, and I think I was wasting a lot of my soap. That's okay. We got plenty more. We'll make more, right? So, you guys have any major plans? The weekend's coming up right around the corner. I want to say hi to my buddy Rich. Yes, Rich Hansen, Shaving with Rich. My buddy Chad. What's up, brother? Chad smells nice. How do I know that? If you don't, it's his own fault, because he got enough shaving smell nice products. He should be smelling nice. And like I said, if he don't, it's his own fault. Oh, just picking with him. He's a good guy too. A lot of good guys and gals, for that matter, in the wet shaving community. Can you tell that I'm enjoying putting this on because of the heat is so nice? And I keep stirring and stirring, and yeah, I got a huge brush that's going to be full, or is already full, of lather. I mean, check this out. If I just take it right out of there and just put it right on, that's probably the best way to do it, don't you think? It's so nice and warm. Really nice. I tell you what, as my wife says, honey, you're playing with that stuff again. Will you hurry up? I gotta pay. Boy, that sounded familiar. It really did. Okay, dear, I'm hurrying. Sure you are, right? Okay, here we go. The silver ball end tech from Gillette. Doing the downward pass. Nice shave, smooth. Of course, the feathers, the blade, I'm using the feather. Can't go wrong with that. I've already done the trim job for the most part, and I don't really have to do any shaping. Of course, my beard shaving and my overall shaving experience will be different than most people's because I maintain a beard, or partial beard, you might call it. Some people call it a crappy beard. I don't care. It works fine for me. And I've had it lots thicker, but I don't really prefer it to be thick. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fast forward here just for the sake of brevity, because we're running a little bit behind schedule, as my buddy Steve Hardy might say, were he here. Wow, that was nice. And fast. Didn't take long at all. I went ahead and finished with the downward pass, then the upward pass. I went ahead and did a sideways across the grain pass, just to check and make sure everything was copacetic. And that was a wonderful shave. I'm serious. I don't have any spots. It's just so smooth. My whole skin texture is just magnifique, shall we say, okay? All right, let's see, what can we do now? Let's do some more damage. How about we throw on, oh man, can you believe this? I mean, seriously, I've got the post-shave balm, but I didn't bring any aftershave. What's up with that? I mean, I got a ton of aftershave, but I left it on the counter. I'll be right back. Okay. The fine brand L'Orange Noir. Yeah, that's that El Orange Noir, isn't it? Yes, it is. Fine. That's fine with me. And it smells good, too. You can tell I like this, can't you? Just turn it around and look. See how much is left? I mean, serious, just did it. I really like this stuff. Smells nice. Burns nice. Yeah, it does. It does have a little alcohol in it, just like my old uncle. Rest his soul. I won't say his name, but rest in peace. All right. That is nice. And I was going to say something about this. I can't really figure out what it is that stuff smells like, but I know it burns a little bit because it has some. Not only does it have the fragrance in it, but it also has, I believe, was it menthol or? Yeah, menthol. I thought so. I just needed to double check myself. All right, going to throw in some Burberry's aftershave balm. You may not like this stuff. I personally think it smells wonderful. Above all that, it does an excellent job. My skin is already soft. Probably because I use the Vanillé soap. Yeah. But that's okay. We're going to double soft, triple soft, whatever, today. And you'll notice I put on quite a bit, copious amount. Just sort of throw it on like that and then pat it like that. And that leaves some remaining on top of the skin so it can go in its own time, its own time frame. That is it, ladies and gentlemen, I have reached it. Host status is upon us. Ooh. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste to each and every one of you, whatever the heck that means. But I think it means have a good day. Get out there and pat your buddy on the back. Take care of one another, because that's why we're here. We got to take care of each other, especially those that are friends in the wet shaving community. Promote our great, wonderful hobby of wet shaving. It's worth it, and you'll make a friend out of it. I guarantee that. Pay it forward. Don't forget. Peace.